Hey guys, I'm going to take you through something called capsular cars for the spine. You do the same action for the neck, the mid back, and the lower back with a couple little tweaks as you go along. And what we're trying to do here is the capsule or the joints of your spine. We're trying to create space or wiggle room inside those joints. And what happens when we create that space is we allow more motion of our spine to move. Many of us have felt, if we're doing a class, a yoga, Pilates, blocks of tissue through our spine. Instead of each joint, which is actually about that big, should move a little bit. And so then the movement of your spine should be spread through the whole thing. And so capsular cars are something you can get one specific area moving if you can use it to try and stretch a tissue that's tight, or you can actually just try and create some capsule space or more wiggle room in your spine. So we'll start with the neck, and what we're going to do is we're going to find a space. So on the back of the neck, so in the posterior column here, you should be able to find a hard bit that's bone. So I'm just going to pick an area, and so we're not on actually the side, we're on a little bit the back, right? And so you should be on the back of the tissue and should be able to feel hard bone, okay? So we find that spot. That spot is then our cue. And what I want you to do is I want you to push your spine into your finger. So if we look from the side, I'm going to laterally flex, or my head is going to go this way. So my head goes the opposite way, or my spine comes out into my finger. And so what I feel, more pressure into that finger. We're gonna hold that there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually flex and rotate. So my head is going to go towards that opposite shoulder or knee. And I'm trying to feel that stretch. So I'm going down here in my finger. So I should feel more load into my finger. So you should flex and rotate towards the opposite side to feel as much stretch as you can, and then slowly come back. It's a minimal motion, and so it shouldn't be huge. And so what we're going to do is we find a spot. So I'm going to move down a level and we laterally flex so I can push my spine or my neck into that finger. Then I'm going to rotate a little bit and flex or tuck my chin till I feel that load and stretch into that finger. Repeat on both sides, few reps, working through that capsule, and you'll feel how much looser and more space your neck has. Then go ahead and do some of your regular neck cars to try and upload and move and work through that workspace. So if you're doing your upper back, it's the same thing. We're not going to use a finger cue this time. We're just going to actually move. So if we think of somewhere in the middle of the back here, what I want you to then do is I want you to laterally flex. So if I'm moving this right side, I want to work this capsule on this side. I'm going to then kind of move the upper back that way, and then I'm going to flex and rotate just like I did with the neck till I feel the stretch. Where I'm feeling it is just here in between the shoulder blades, because that's the area that I'm focusing on. And we're going to hold that there. And then we come back. So we side bend, laterally flex in that area. So I want to feel it in that area along the spine. I'm going to try and move that area and then flex and rotate down. Repeat again. There's 12 vertebrae in your middle back, so there's quite a lot of them there. So pick a few and try and work on them, work both ways and see if you get some wiggle room. Then you can do some of your regular cars to explore that space and see how it is. Doing your lower back, the only difference with your lower back is that we need to get lower back flexed, as in bent forward. So you can do this. So our lower back needs to be kind of bent forward to do that same motion. So I can come forward, I can then pick a spot, I can laterally flex, right? So I already feel that load in that area on the spine. And then what I want to do is I want to flex and rotate, and I should keep feeling it through that lower back on this right hand side. Hold and repeat. So again, to reiterate, we're trying to create wiggle room and movement through our spine. First, we start with regular cat camel, regular cars. Check out all my videos. Once we have some of that space, we're going to then work to do this kind of capsular cars. So you're going to pick a point on the posterior column of your neck or your upper back or your lower back. We're going to laterally flex away. So if I'm working this right hand side, I'm going to away till I feel that load stretch into that tissue. Then we're going to flex or forward and rotate till you feel it in the back there. Hold, repeat. We'll see you again soon.